everyone. I am Tracy Joann and I will present my paper titled Blended Learning Integration at Sabah's Tertiary Institutions, Malaysia. 21st century era marks where rapid advancement of internet and technology becomes necessity for every aspect of life among communities. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, educators still make an effort to facilitate learning, advocate for students to take up blended learning rather than classroom sessions. Blended learning has seen as greatly beneficial. For educators, blended learning offers flexibility and saves time, while students have increased their interest and kept focus for longer, hence satisfactory results. Despite the multitude benefits of blended learning, there are also some inherent challenges to be faced. This review paper will enlighten the benefits and challenges when implementing blended learning in the classroom efficiently among English as Second Language ESL educators and learners. Let us go to blended learning models. One of the blended learning models is coming from Hunt's octagonal framework. There are 8 elements in the blended learning framework: pedagogical, technological, interface design, evaluation, management, resource support, ethical, and institutional. For pedagogical, consists of elements of learning. Technological, that usually or commonly used in the classroom, such as projectors, laptops, internet connection. Interface design consists of advent of appearance in blended learning that adjusts each educational needs. Meanwhile, evaluation simply means assessment. Management involves managing numerous components in education institution. Resource support usually involve human resource department. Ethical commonly means learning culture, ethics, and attitude. And institutional consists of tertiary institutions. Let us go to benefits of blended learning. And this is the part of ESL educators. Blended learning has helped educators compensate the loss of educational training hours. WHO 2020 opined that technology extends collaborative learning space beyond physical classroom that enables to engage on both students and teachers' flexible schedule. Other than that, blended learning, which mainly consists of technology, has accommodated educators to stay connected, engaged, and updated about students' learning process. Anas and Musdaria, 2018, suggested that technology connects more people to an online interaction for the exchange of English language discussion between educators and students. Blended learning also provide an eye-opener for educators to be aware of the importance of 21st century education framework. When educators are aware of the importance, they would be willing to enhance their competencies by joining professional development training program, thus improving their self-efficacy to implement technology in the long run. Benefits of blended learning among ESL students would be: this blended learning enabled to spend time and space to access academic from home. The advancement of technology enables students to spend time assessing their academic from home, especially during this pandemic of COVID-19. This accessibility translates so much greater interest in learning and successful outcomes. Moreover, various learning materials such as Kahoot, Padlet, Edpuzzle, and many more allow students to practice at home while tackling new material with appropriate timing each of the students. Meanwhile, students could still arrange their face-to-face with their educators for more direct discussion. Other than that, blended learning promotes deeper learning, reducing stress, boosting learner satisfaction of language learning. Kaharudin 2020 supported online technologies were identified as proliferation of self-esteem, as well as self-disclosure booster, since they are able to interact each other even far from each other physically. Let us go to the challenges of blended learning for ESL educators and also ESL learners. For ESL educators, transformation to blended learning requires redesign in their pedagogical practices, which gives daunting tasks for them. They may be hesitant in transforming their pedagogical approach to full online learning. Moreover, challenge in educators fostering blended learning leads to unequal classroom achievement, where struggle students may fall behind even more. Meanwhile, challenges of blended learning faced by ESL learners, where lack of technology may face from low to average income family. Other than that, limited internet connection diminish communication between their fellow peers and educators. Furthermore, problem assessing assignments from home create issue of isolation and contact with their educators and fellow coursemates, which could lead to dropouts from study programs or having psychology health issues. There are some solutions of blended learning found from previous studies. First, it's coming from Harhab et al. 2019. The findings indicated that blended learning revealed a significant impact on the biology sciences process skill test score compared to conventional approach. Furthermore, blended learning developed students' communication and collaboration skills as the students acquired opportunity to discuss with other online communities in science website forum. Another research coming from Wintarti et al. 2019, the findings revealed that more than 80% student participants positively involved in the teaching and learning process and obtain new ideas into prior knowledge. And then, students acknowledge that blended learning enables them to actively cooperate in sharing views and opinions that lead to acquiring the topic objectives. Furthermore, another research coming from this researcher, the findings from this researcher stated that or revealed that students in blended learning group revealed positive tendency for achieving high creative thinking abilities due to exposure of media formats containing audio, video, animation, and others. Blended learning has also increased motivation and eventually improving their learning achievement. To conclude my presentation, blended learning has extended studying opportunities and made it possible for students to access classes beyond the physical classroom. Blended learning design has been ideal as it ensures the challenges brought about by the pandemic limiting social gathering are mitigated. Blended learning model has presented an opportunity for students to continue learning in places of their choice. Blended learning for instructors also improve their delivery techniques, hence, and enhance quality education. Understandably, every learning strategy has its advantages and disadvantages. There is a need for all stakeholders to work closely to support blended learning to make it the best teaching model. Blended learning is crucial as it enables students to acquire skills that help them adapt to their professional environment better with the emerging technology-centered trends. That's all from me. Thank you.